Hello and welcome back. Right, today it's just a Volkswagen e-Transporter update, and we started the video here at JCT 600 Van Centre Sheffield. And basically all it is this van is not showing the outside temperature. It peaked at 85 degrees Celsius and then now it just says it's just two lines, it's just nulled through. But it does say there's a bit of frost outside, but I do think it's affecting the range because it doesn't know how cold it is outside. So hopefully going to get it booked in here. They've given me a courtesy car and I'll pick it up, I'm hoping, later on, but it shouldn't be too much of a fix. But it is a little bit of a niggle because obviously I'm not at work. Right, let's get it in. Right, so the courtesy van, of all things, is a diesel version of the Transporter. So far, I've only just pulled it out. It's bloody horrible. It feels like I've gone back 20 years. It feels like I'm driving an old diesel van. It doesn't feel refined at all. I think the gearbox feels loose. I think the clutch feels loose. I can feel every noise and vibration through the pedals. I didn't want to say it, but the electric is far, far better than this. And to say this van itself, yeah, it's a rental, but it's only done 8,600 miles and it feels like it's done 86,000 miles. So the interior is pretty much the same. It's the same cloth, it's the same dash. The only thing that's different to the electric is obviously the gear lever and the extra clutch pedal. The quality of it is same, don't know why it'd be any different. But if this had turned up when I ordered my van, I think I'd be disappointed. But it does feel like a cheap van, and I can see why someone who's come out of a T6 Transporter or the later Transporters and have jumped into something like this, they do feel a little bit shortchanged. Now I know these vans aren't cheap. This is the basic model, and I think these ones are about 30 odd grand plus that, and they do go up to 50 odd grand. But I don't think later on, the more money you spend, I don't think you get more quality. Obviously you've got a bit more sensors, folding mirrors, color coded bumpers, but it does feel like a cheap van. And I do honestly believe that the electric one drives a lot better. It just feels rattly. The gearbox just feels loose. Vibrations through the clutch pedal and the brake pedal. It does pick up well. There is a little bit of a lag on the turbo, and I don't know. It doesn't feel like a good van. But this is only low end. I am taking it onto the motorway or anything like that. This is only in and around town at the moment, but I do honestly think if I'd have paid for this, I would feel a little bit disheartened. But that's just my opinion. You might get one and love it, but I honestly believe that the electric version of this drives a lot better, feels a lot better, and it's a lot smoother. Like I say, this van just feels like it's 20 years old. It feels like a van I should have jumped in 20 years ago. It doesn't have a modern, nice feel to it. But like I say, that's just my opinion. Right, let's get back into my van now. I don't know how we're going to transition. So we're back in the old blue bus. Just drove it home. I'm nearly home now at the moment, but my phone is going to die. That's the other thing with the CarPlay, kind of drains your battery. I don't know if anyone's noticed that. Excuse me. Right, so my phone's going to die. I've got my van back. It needs to go back into Volkswagen, so they cannot find this temperature fault at all. So it needs to be booked in for a 5-hour strip down. So that is frustrating. So don't know where I stand with that. So I need to, the problem is, luckily today I've managed to do it around work. But if I'm not working in Sheffield when it's booked in for, it means that I need to get there and mess about basically, and that is a downside to these new vehicles. But let's have a moan. I'm just going to get, because my phone's going to go flat. Right, let's have a moan in the office, the YouTube room. Right, we'll cut to there. Right, hello. We're back in the sofa. Do I look too comfortable? Is it normal? Should I take my hat off? Take me off. Take me off, dear. Don't know. Been thinking. It's like, what do you do? Well, welcome to modern day motoring. This is it. This is the life that we live now. This is motoring in a nutshell. You can't win. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't. So you buy yourself a nice second-hand van. Chances are turbo goes on it or gearbox goes on it. It's going to cost you a little bit of money. Buy a new van and it's in the garage every other month. So what do you do? Is it impossible to build a decent van these days? Would it be impossible to build a van that you could service every 10,000 miles and you'll get 200,000-300,000 out of it? For me, that would be an economical thing to do. But for some reason, they seem to want to cut down on all these emissions and everything else. But yet suddenly you have to work on them every other month and you've got problems that are costing you thousands to repair. It doesn't make any sense. I don't even think electric really is the way forward. I do like how the van drives and what it offers and how much money it costs to run, but I just think efficiently it's not good for the environment. Having an electric car it's not good for the environment. If it grew out of the ground like a pear tree, then fair enough, but there's mines in bloody South America and India and places like that. That's absolutely... Anyway, I digress. I just think modern day motoring now is an absolute pain in the arse, and I'm just sharing that frustration with you. I don't know, but that's my day in a nutshell now. This is kind of where we're going as a nation. There's just nothing, there's no value to anything anymore, and that is a problem. You get into these pay monthly contracts and everything else, but there's just no value for money. It would be nice to buy a van, and I feel like I had that maybe 10 years ago. I bought something physical, and actually at the end of it, it was worth something. Whereas now, you pay top money for something, pay the interest and everything else on it, and come the end of your term, it's not worth anything, and it's not worth owning anything. And I don't know if that's how they want you to live. But for me, it's just not practical, and it's just not economical. Economical is easy for you to say. Right, well, I hope this has helped. This is kind of a little day in the life of... I do want to get round to doing a proper review on the van, but this is just kind of a little update on living with it. So if you've watched it this far, thank you. I hope it makes sense. If you do have any questions, please let me know. Write them in the comments below. Yeah, and hopefully like and subscribe as well. So hopefully if we make a little bit of money, we can kind of create a van, a good van, a reliable van, a van that's got good locks on it and it's reliable for 200,000-300,000. And we'll, if we get some more money out of it, we'll buy England and tidy it place up, because honestly, some of the roads from here to Sheffield, the back way, the roads are covered in litter and potholes. It winds me up. And we're going to bring back customer service, because when I used to take that van into Volkswagen, my old van, it used to come back clean. This one hasn't. Anyway, I'll see you. I don't know why I'm pointing. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching, and hopefully we can get some proper videos out there. I think next thing is going to be a bit of racking and a tow bar on that van, and we're going to see what it's like to tow. Ordinarily, we need to get that Evo back on the road as well. That's going to be another thing. And the Mini, I don't know what to do with the Mini. I know I did this kind of flopping thing, but I think I might keep the Mini. So I might do a video of restoring it or kind of making it good, or a road trip and see how far we can get on 50 quid's worth of diesel. And then start the flipping thing on another car, which I've got an idea for. So yeah, stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you on the next one. Ta-ra! Why is everything going flat?